August 2025 Visa Bulletin, full predictions and green card forecast. The August 2025 Visa Bulletin is almost here. And once again, it's not just a bunch of numbers on a chart. This bulletin could determine whether you file now or wait until 2026. We've studied all the data, what we're covering today, why August could be the calm before the October storm, a predicted movement for EB1 through EB5, country by country, family-based movement for F1 to F4, especially India, Mexico, and Philippines. Who should prepare to file now, and who should wait? And what this all means for you, the applicant, the sponsor, the attorney, the family. Why August could be the last chance before October. August is the final pre-fiscal year wrap-up bulletin. That means DOS tries to use remaining visa numbers without overstepping quotas. Categories that were frozen may inch forward to balance usage. But if your category doesn't move now, it likely won't until mid-October or November. August is often slow. But in 2025, with legal pressure mounting and demand stacking, this bulletin is worth watching closely. Employment-based categories. EB1, high priority, but still stalled for India and China. Prediction. India stays at March 1st, 2021. China also stuck at March 1st, 2021. Row remains current. What this means for you. If you're from India or China, EB1 is still jammed. No surprise here. For row, this is still the fastest path. If your I-140 is ready, file ASAP. India/China applicants with approved EB1 cases, stay patient. Monitor for FY26 spillover in October. If you're eligible for EB1 but already in EB2 or EB3, there's no reason to switch categories yet. EB2, long waits, slow progress. Prediction. India advances slightly to February or March 2012. China moves from January 1st, 2020 to January 15th or February 1st, 2020. Row likely stays current. What this means for you. India EB2 remains frozen in time, but a small forward push shows USCIS is preparing for FY26 shifts. China EB2 may inch forward, but high demand means no major movement. A row applicants should file now if current. Things may tighten in September. If you're India EB2 and eligible for EB3 downgrade, this is still worth considering. EB3, some light at the end for India. Prediction. India moves from September 1st, 2012 to October 1st, 2012. China, flat or small movement to October 2020. Row remains current. What this means for you. India EB3 could finally reach Q4 2012, a small but important bump. China EB3 continues to face demand caps. A row applicants with job offers should act now, no need to wait. EB3 is still more favorable than EB2 for Indian nationals. Don't ignore this if your PD is within 6 months. EB4, still unavailable. Prediction. Category remains unavailable. No change until FY26. What this means for you. If you're applying as a religious worker, special immigrant juvenile, or other EB4 case, timelines remain unpredictable. USCIS has paused new processing for final action. I-360 filing alone won't get you to the finish line. Expect clarification in the October 2025 bulletin. EB5, reserved categories may move. Prediction. Unreserved, no change for India or China, still regressed. Rural/reserved, move forward by 1 to 2 months. What this means for you. China and India EB5 remain stuck unless you're in a set-aside category. Row investors, great time to file, especially under reserved visas. Child age-out issues? Talk to your attorney now. CSPA protection may depend on visa movement this quarter. Family-based categories, August 2025. Let's shift gears. What's happening in the family preference lanes? F1. Unmarried adult children of U.S. citizens. Prediction. India, China, row. Advance by 2 to 3 weeks. Mexico, Philippines, flat. What this means for you. Very slow progress, but any forward movement helps. If your priority date is within 3 to 6 months of the new date, start prepping documents. Filing readiness now can shave months off your future wait. F2A. Still frozen. No signs of thaw yet. Prediction. All countries remain stuck at November 1st, 2019. What this means for you. This category shocked everyone when it retrogressed in early 2025. It's unlikely to advance before the new fiscal year. Internal sources say DOS may reassess in September or October. If you're in this group, have your I-130 approved and I-485 ready to go when it opens back up. F2B and F3. Adult sons and daughters of LPRs and U.S. citizens. Prediction. F2B, flat or plus 1 week, India, row. No movement for Mexico/Philippines. F3, minimal movement, 1 week at best. What this means for you. Painfully slow movement continues. If you're within a few months of the date, prepare now. Don't wait until your PD is current. Paperwork, translations, civil documents, get them organized. F4, siblings of U.S. citizens. Prediction. India moves to March 2008. A row. Flat or plus 1 week. What this means for you. India's F4 backlog continues, over 17 years for most cases. If your sibling's PD is getting close, keep your eye on the October Bulletin for any real jump. A row continues to inch forward, but timelines are long. Why it matters. Final action dates determine whether your green card can be approved now or not. Even a 2-week change can mean approval for thousands, especially with USCIS trying to close out the fiscal year efficiently. Who should file now? Here's your August checklist. If you're in one of these groups, consider filing now. EB2 or EB3 row applicants whose priority dates are current. EB5 reserved category investors. F1 applicants within 6 months of final action date. India EB3 applicants nearing late 2012. Anyone who wants to lock in CSPA age protection for children. What to expect after August. If August shows no movement in your category, don't panic. The October 2025 bulletin is when real movement happens. New visa caps reset. And use numbers are redistributed. Retrogressed categories may reopen. DOS adjusts based on fiscal year targets. Use this quiet period to get your legal, financial, and document prep fully done. Final thoughts. Immigration is frustrating, but it's also strategic. And the August Bulletin is your chance to play the game smart. So, here's your checklist. Check your priority date. Talk to your immigration lawyer. Get your paperwork in order. And subscribe to BorderDrip for instant updates when the official bulletin drops. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button, drop your category in the comments, and we'll feature some of your stories in our next bulletin breakdown. Stay strong, stay smart, and stay BorderDrip.